You're breathing
Welcome to the
pretty
party.
loud,
We
by the
got the
way.
takes, no chase. Straight shooter podcast, winning the race.
Is that better?
Yes, fix your
Hey, I'm fix my thing. I'm gonna put it all the way down
fix
here,
your thing,
so I
man.
don't
Fix
sound
your
like
thing.
Darth Vader.
Ooh. All right,
Gary, I am your father.
no,
No, that's impossible.
no.
Yeah, that's what he goes. He goes, that's impossible. The face that he makes in
Yeah,
that
that's
movie is
impossible.
that's impossible. You know what the funniest story I know before we get started on the show, we start talking about everything. First of all, everybody, it's Big Ed here with the Flyin Hawaiian, and this is our brand new show, the Flyin Big Show, a show that's going to be on Straight Shooter Sports. We're excited about it because you know what? You needed a close up of me and of also of Carrie. So
Just the two of us.
we can help it if we try. Yeah, there you go. So our show tonight, we have a lot of things to talk about. But going back to Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, I got a funny story to tell about my dad. So my dad's knew about the history of Star Wars. Now, if you guys are like my age, or in the 50s, and you went to go see The Empire Strikes Back live in the movie theater, okay, it was a huge, huge thing to find out that Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's father.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest shocking moments in cinematic history.
It was hard. Yeah. So we're sitting there watching this movie, right? And my dad's one of those guys that just can't help himself. I love my dad, but he just can't help himself. So he's sitting in the movie theater, and it's right at that scene, and he says real loud, "Watch." He's going to tell him he's his father. And everybody started booing him moving the movie theater. They started throwing popcorn at him and stuff like that.
Oh,
and I was
man.
like, oh my God. No, he did not just say that. And I was like, yeah, he really did. Of course, I'm like a 9-year-old kid when this comes out. I'm like embarrassed of everything. And it was just bad. So
I remember I had my buddy's younger sister. She told me the end of The Sixth Sense while it was still in the movie theaters.
oh wow.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah,
you remember that ending?
Bad. That's just as bad, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis is dead.
I know. That's horrible, actually.
I don't think I just ruined it for a lot of people. That's like 30 years later. So.
Oh, I know. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to share this to our group also. So I'm sorry I'm taking a little longer than usual.
I know.
To actually respond to our shows, and we're excited for the new people that have joined our group, guys. We just started this thing about 4 or 5 months ago, maybe a little even less than that, and we had to redo our group. And then while we redid our group with the redo, we have close to 500 followers now, 460. That's closer to 450 or 400. So, we're going to go with the classic overbid with the 500, but that's okay. We're getting there. We want you guys to like and share. If you like our content, and why wouldn't you like our content? Because our content's awesome. Very up to date. Carrie does a great job with the different stories. So if you haven't checked out straightshootersports.com, you got to check us out there. So what I'm trying to do is trying to share to the group right now, and get us to the promised land when it comes to the group. So we're going to share to the group, and then we're going to move it to Straight Shooter Sports to greet, and we're going to make it to everyone. Hey, all right. So if you guys have a comment for us, if you guys want to comment on our show, please feel free to do so. And if you like our show, because I know you guys are going to love it, just make sure you guys give us a like and a follow, and also check us out on YouTube, and check us out right here on Facebook. We do our Facebook Lives. We usually share with our family and friends right here on Facebook. So, we hope you guys do that. Okay. In the meantime, let's talk about the coordinator issue that's happening right now, Carrie, across the board. Yeah, the recent coordinators.
Musical coordinators.
Oh, it's unbelievable what's happening with that right now. The Miami Dolphins, I don't know, Mike McDaniel, did he get a job yet or what? I mean, because I know he's tossed around more than, well, I was going to say something, but I won't say that, but you could catch
he got hired as the offensive coordinator for the Chargers. He took that job,
Mhm.
but he's still holding out hope for the. He's still a candidate for the Buffalo head coaching job. So right now he's the offensive coordinator of the Chargers until somebody hires him as a head coach.
Which is
Which
kind of,
I
how does that
yeah, go
work?
ahead.
No, I just don't see him in Buffalo. First of all, you go from Miami to
Yeah.
Buffalo. That's like going from like
Well, I
it's
think if
hot
you're
and
gonna,
cold.
if you, I think if you're gonna tell I keep calling them San Diego, but if you keep
Yeah,
telling L.A. Chargers that if you're gonna tell them you're gonna be their offensive coordinator, I think you should be their offensive coordinator for that season.
right, right.
I think you shouldn't be able to keep your options open. And then what happens if Buffalo, you know, hires him as a head coach? Then all of a sudden,
Yeah,
LA's out of an offensive coordinator
yeah.
and all the other offensive coordinators are being taken. So
I'm surprised that Harbaugh is going to let that fly. Jim Harbaugh is going to let that fly.
I was surprised too that you
Yeah,
know I would still be looking for an offensive coordinator if I were them. I
yeah,
don't think he'll take the Buffalo job. I don't think he's fit for Buffalo. I think he's a warm weather type of guy. I think he's going to check the weather report and be like, "Nah, I'm good."
yeah,
Um, I don't see him coaching there. So I really probably wouldn't worry if I were Los Angeles. They probably told him, "Yeah, go ahead."
yeah. Exactly. Well, that it's just funny that way some of these guys are. I hate to say it, some of these coaches coming off like prima donnas. I mean, I just
Yeah,
don't think that he would work here in Philly. I think he's a great offensive mind, but I don't know if he's going to be the right answer for the Eagles. Now, going back to the Eagles, I mean, geez, they're losing a lot of guys. Um, they're losing a couple of their coaches. The defensive backs coach is going to the Cowboys. Ugh. And now
Christian
you have,
Parker.
yeah, and now you have the defensive line coach. You're saying he might be leaving. So there's two
Yeah,
guys
Clint
right there
Hurtt.
from the defense. So I don't know. I mean, look, you still have the man upstairs calling the shots, which is good with Vic. But the other guys, you start losing some of your better assistants. I mean, it's bound to happen
Yeah,
because the type of defense that they are and the swarming and all that good stuff.
yeah,
But
and I think sometimes those coaches are replaceable. Although coaching defensive backs is I think that's an important coaching position.
yeah,
Um, and we've had some good ones over the years. John Harbaugh was our defensive backs coach at one point.
yeah, yeah,
Um, Leslie Frazier, he became a head coach. It's not an easy coaching position to replace. I think maybe defensive line might be easier. Them guys are somewhat easier to coach. Um,
yeah.
no disrespect to them, but they just don't make the impact that cornerbacks do.
Listen, I mean, look, to be a good defensive line coach, there's a lot of explosive stuff they teach the guys,
Yeah,
great reads. I mean, look, a lot of the guys have been well coached already in the cut through the college ranks. Get to
yeah,
the NFL ranks, it's like managing them, making sure they get the right guys on the field at the right time. I mean, also I'm sure there's some nuances that they learn at that level. So, can they bring in an experienced assistant coach? Absolutely. But like I said, as long as they have Vic Fangio, I think they'll be all right.
oh
But
yeah,
but
definitely. And he's had assistants over the years that he could probably just call up and replace.
right, and
You
just
know what
plug
I
them in.
mean?
Just
Like,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
when
yeah.
you've been a
So
coach as long as he has, you have guys out there that know your system
yeah.
and
Well,
you
and
can
then
work with them.
I look at guys like you got guys that are leaving. Like many guys, the guys that are on the board aren't getting picked up. Like that, but they didn't choose the Eagles right away. They got Brian Dable, McDaniel, uh, a couple other guys. Even now that you have Bobby Slowick is Miami's offensive coordinator. What
Yeah,
type of relationships? Honestly, I don't know why, and maybe they will. I think a guy that can always bring him back, and I hate to keep saying his name because everybody's like, "Oh, he was a Maryland guy, so that's why he wanted him." But Reich is a smart fit. I mean, you had Frank Reich here. They went to the Super Bowl. I mean, it was under Doug Peterson, but still, he was with Sirianni. I mean, it doesn't make sense not to bring those two back together. I just don't understand, unless there's something that I don't know.
It's as if, to me, they don't want to give Sirianni too much of what he could use. Like, I don't. I think there might be like kind of like, I hate to start a conspiracy, but I think Sirianni might be getting pushed out soon.
You think so?
Because because people have brought up this point. He's only been as good as his coordinators. You know what I mean? What does he really do besides rah rah rah? And
I
know
think,
what I mean?
honestly, though, but that's the system that they created.
Yeah,
That's the system that they created. It's the same thing. If you really look at the system over the last 7 or 8 years, they did the
yeah,
same thing with Peterson, and Peterson's like, no, I want to bring in my own guys. That's why Peterson went to Jacksonville.
yeah,
Now it's the same thing with Sirianni. I think he's being almost like a Stepford and listening to everything that Howie and Laurie says.
yeah,
And basically is like, he's not like the true head coach. But see, what happened was they went the true head coach with Chip Kelly. Yeah. They gave him
yeah,
a lot of autonomy, and
yeah.
they
They
got
gave him.
hurt by it. They
They
got
did.
burned by it. Right.
Well, he was a college coach. I don't.
Right. But remember, he was the savior.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When he came to the Eagles, oh my God, everybody was going nuts. This guy's
Oh
the
yeah.
savior. He's going to do it.
Nick Foles. That first season with Nick Foles, man, he had a hell of a season. Remember that season? He had like 28 touchdowns and only 2
Right.
interceptions, and
Yeah.
had a 7-touchdown game.
Well, and that's what I'm saying, though. But maybe they got afraid, so they looked at a systemic way of creating success. And the
Yeah,
way that they did that is to have your head coach just be the guy that coordinates everything, almost like the team coordinator. You have your 2 offensive defensive coordinators that just focus on those 2 things exclusively, and you can't really blame the guy for listening and saying what and staying, because he wants to keep his position as the coach.
yeah.
But then on the other hand, I don't disagree with you saying that. Okay, you could have Tony Robbins come in as be your coach. He's a hell of a motivator,
Yeah, I mean, does he even have his own offense? Like, do you have is there a Sirianni offense? Like, is
Well, he
it,
did
can
with
he
the
have,
Colts.
most times when you have an offensive minded coach, you have a coach that runs your offense. Like,
Well, let's think
the
about it.
49ers have an offensive coordinator, but it's Shanahan's offense. You know what I
Right.
mean? Are we running Sirianni's offense? Because Kellen Moore had his own offense last year. That wasn't a Sirianni offense last year.
No,
Did Steichen maybe have a Sirianni? Yeah, maybe.
I think he came too. I think Petula, or whatever his name is, I think he used the same thing too. And then also
Yeah.
so did Brian Johnson. So
Like, I think what Petula tried to do was try to emulate Kellen Moore's offense last year, but I think maybe
Right.
teams might have had it figured out. I don't know, the injuries, but some of his passing plays were just terrible, man. Listen, Jalen Hurts was like the number 1 rated passer in crossing routes, like percentage wise, not
Right.
like total number wise, but percentage wise. Like his quarterback rating was high, and was the highest in the league with these routes.
Mm-hmm.
So he was number 1. Like, he's really good at crossing routes. We ran the 3rd lowest amount of crossing routes in the league this season.
It made no sense.
We're not coaching to his strengths.
Well, who else runs a great crossing route? AJ Brown.
Yeah,
He's a stud.
you're right. Yeah, I'm thinking.
What the hell are you doing? You're not running AJ Brown across the middle. You're gonna run Goddard.
You're giving these deep patterns.
Deep patterns. You got Smitty for that. Use
I know
your strengths.
he's good one-on-one, but sometimes those routes are tough, man, for any receiver.
They
Like
are
those deep
tough.
routes, especially when you got a cornerback draped all over you
Yeah. Well, those routes are
and the
tough.
throw's not perfect.
Over the middle's tough too because you know you're going to get whacked. The thing is, if
Like
he
they
gets,
didn't
oh, I
they
don't know.
stop they stopped running RPOs.
Well, that's a killer. That was the
Yeah,
killer right there. Them not running an RPO, getting no push off the offensive line. You got guys in 2 point stance the whole damn time. Started ticking me off. I couldn't stand it anymore. You guys, how many times on the other show do I mention that? Because it's sickening to see guys. And I know I was an offensive lineman. I hated blocking out of a 2 point stance. You can't get enough push. First of all, you're high. You're high
yeah,
enough. So you got to dip under the guy's shoulder pads. You got 300-pound guys that are running 4.6s right at you, and you're going to try to block them. You have to have great hip strength. That's why they do a lot of power cleans and stuff like this, which is fine. But the
yeah,
problem is you have your right guard turning around, slapping the guy on the butt right before he's supposed to go on the play call. They're going right off of him, slapping on the butt. I mean, to me, it was a tragedy of errors. The fact that I
yeah.
can't believe, in a way, that Jeff Stoutland let that stuff go.
I know. I
But,
know. I was just gonna say
but,
that.
but, and this is the big but on this. Listen, he listens to his assistant, his coordinators. If that's what they want, that's what he's going to give them. And Steen is not. I'm sorry, Mekhi Becton was more like way more stout than Steen.
Yeah, I think he just got released by the Chargers, by the
Right.
way.
I mean, I would
Or
bring
he
him
might be
back.
he might be coming back. I would definitely bring him back.
I
Like
would bring
no
him
doubt
back.
about it. Like come back home.
Yeah. I mean, Fred Johnson, he was serviceable, but he's
Yeah.
not Lane.
And he's not a
Eh,
guard.
He's not a guard. But
Or they
but
won't try him at guard.
but my point is, Lane wasn't playing. He wasn't healthy. And then
Yeah.
there was a bogus rumor that he was retiring. I didn't see that. I think that was just clickbait. And then,
I hope so.
well, I hope so too. But I think Landon Dickerson, he was hurt. The center Cam, he was hurting this
Yeah.
year. So and Mulata didn't play as well as he normally did. I think really it was just not a great year for the line. They weren't feeling like
Yeah.
successful, and everybody was like down on each other. So I
I
think there
still
was a
would
lot of that.
I still would have liked to see like some more under center single back off tackle plays. Like
Yeah.
some of those plays out of shotgun straight up the middle, they just don't work, man.
First of all, Saquon Barkley is best when he takes one step and go. He's not a downhill runner.
Yeah,
Tank Bigsby is. So if you looked at the way Saquon normally runs, he were giving him a yard before. He has great field vision. He does. I mean, Saquon
yeah.
Barkley is an amazing talent.
And
Great field vision.
he could break tackles better
Yeah,
than Bigsby. But
right.
Bigsby's quicker off the line. He's a good change of pace. It's like the Thunder Lightning, like we had with Charlie Garner and Ricky Waters.
Same thing.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Use it.
So but he would hit the gaps. He would hit the A gap, B gap. He would try to run guys over. When you had Saquon, he'd take one step and go. He would be able to read, but they weren't giving him. Last year, they're giving him a yard and a half. That's amazing in itself that the offensive line were blowing those guys off the ball.
I know.
But you're doing it at a 2-point stance. If you can't do it at a 2-point stance, why in the God's name would you do 2-point stance, no huddle, and basically no snap count?
Are you sure they're always doing it out of a 2-point stance?
When I was looking at it, man, that's what I always saw, the 2-point stance. Maybe I just was so frustrated. That's all I saw.
Because you could get down on one hand just as fast as you can, just to, I mean, it's maybe a little harder to set.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing, man. If you're like letting the play clock go down to 0 every play,
right,
that's like telling a defensive end, hey, I'll tell you when to fire off.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there was just no rhythm in the offense. No letting the play clock go down to 0 every play. Let's huddle, when we got to finally do get a rhythm going. Let's just huddle,
Yeah.
The offense was like discombobulated.
It
from
was. It
day
wasn't.
one this season.
The offense wasn't ticking. There was a lot of stuff that was just going on that it just wasn't clicking. And honestly, I could tell the frustrations. When your quarterback is frustrated, when your leader's frustrated, it blends down to the rest of the squad. If he doesn't feel confident in it, then the other guys, and that's one thing that I definitely saw. They
Yeah,
when they did the RPO a couple times, it actually worked. I don't know why
I
they
know.
moved away from it.
So did a lot of his quarterback draws, and I
You know?
I didn't like the fact that he did he stopped running like he used to. Like I'm not talking about just designed runs because that's on the coaching.
Yeah,
But if you look at like Josh Allen, when nobody's open, he takes off. When Hertz has nobody open, he either throws it out of bounds or when he does take off, it's like he does like a slide after 2 or 3 yards.
exactly. It's almost
Um,
like he's playing for that. He keeps playing for that contract or playing, even though it has guaranteed
yeah,
money. He's still playing so he doesn't lose.
maybe
You
that's
know?
coaching too. Maybe the quarterback coach has to, I need coaches that will work with his strengths because he's not a pure quarterback, like a pure passing drop back passing quarterback. Like he's never going to be that type of guy. You know what I mean? He's a dual threat.
Right.
He could run and he could pass, both at pretty high levels, but not like a Joe Burrow level or even I hate to say it, a Dak Prescott level. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But
Listen,
at the same time, Dak doesn't. Hurts could do a lot of things that Dak can't do. So
yeah, but listen, I'm not going to dog Dak Prescott. I mean, look, the problem I have with Dak Prescott is not Dak Prescott. The problem I have with Dak Prescott are the fans that try to make him the second coming of whatever.
yeah, put him
I
on the
mean, right?
pedestal.
Yeah,
I
like
think
who cares?
I think he's Kirk
Can't win.
Cousins 2.0.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, he can play well in the regular season. When he starts choking in the
But it's a team
playoffs.
stat. It's a team stat.
There's no such thing. Who cares? I mean, the thing
Yeah,
is, at the end of the day is wins, losses, and also total team play. And what I see from them, the Eagles right now, we do need a good coordinator to bring confidence in. That's going to bring back some sort of continuity to the team. You got to bring a name in. Like I said, Frank Reich would be a good name because that he knows the system. He knows Sirianni. You
yeah,
don't bring him in. And some of these other guys. I mean, Dayball would be good also because, but he's going somewhere else. He would have been good because he knows Hurts. He worked with them before. I mean, we
yeah,
want to have a guy honestly that's going to stay with. I mean, we'll stay with this experiment, stay with this group at least for 2 years. I mean, not just keep replacing the coordinator year in and year out. And it's interesting because I would like to see who they choose and when they do get a chance to make that choice and obviously, they're not going to deviate too much from what they were doing, but they have to fill some holes in there that are actually going to be. Um, it should be interesting to see what they're going to do. Like if that coordinator comes in, what is that going to look like? And that's
yeah.
the questions that I have. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think they have their system. That's the one thing I could say about Mr. Lurie and also Howie. They have a system. They have a flow chart. I could tell. You could just tell that they have the system that they like to run. They have a system of winning.
Oh yeah, and
System of
it's worked since like day one since they bought the team.
exactly.
He's such a better owner than Norman Brayman was. I think back to those Norman Brayman years, man. I just like,
Well, they flew off the seat of their pants.
yeah,
Jeff Lurie was a smart man, and so is Howie Roseman. I mean, working together, they actually like did they make mistakes? Yes, but did they try to do the best that they can for the team, plug and play, get the right guys in here? Absolutely. So that coordinator position, I think for them, they should get somebody with experience, obviously in that specific position, but somebody that's not like the young hot commodity that everybody's going to want after a year.
yeah.
They should bring somebody in here that has experience and
I like
willing to be a coordinator.
I like Kafka, and Kafka's been like a head coach candidate for like the last 5 years. He was actually we interviewed him for our head coaching job before I think we brought in Sirianni. We had talked to Mike Kafka.
Well,
Uh,
Kafka is I never know that name. Did he play at Penn State?
he
I
played
know
for the
that name.
Eagles.
Yeah, I know that name. I forget where he played college ball. I thought I played against him like years and years ago. I could be wrong, but I
See,
do.
I like Kafka. Um, I think he could stick around for a season or two.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like Joe Brady from the Bills.
yeah.
He's free because they fired, McDermott as their head coach. So
Not
apparently, I
everybody
guess,
loves that. No, but not everybody loves that firing. So they actually had a petition for him to stay. About 64,000 people signed it so far for McDermott.
yeah.
You know.
Kafka played for Northwestern, by the way.
Okay, so no, I don't know the name. So interesting to see that the Chiefs are bringing back Eric Bieniemy. You know, there's a name from the
Yeah, yeah. He was a head coach candidate for a while. What happened with
yeah.
that?
I thought he went to the Commanders for a while as their offensive coordinator.
He did. He
Yeah,
did. I guess
and
the
then
Chiefs brought him back.
yeah. So it's just interesting to say. All right, but like it should be interesting. Like I keep saying, interesting. I don't know why I'm keep saying that, but
Yeah.
basically, I
We
think
also, I'm
we'll
sorry.
see. No, that's all right.
We also interviewed Matt Nagy. He might. He's up there.
Yeah.
Matt Nagy was the worked under Andy Reid. Was the
Okay.
Chiefs offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I
I don't
remember
know
that
why.
name.
I don't know why he's available. I guess because maybe they brought back the enemy. I
Yeah.
don't know. Deal with him.
Yeah.
Um, but Matt Nagy's been around for a while. He knows how to. I'm pretty sure he knows how to call plays.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
in a way, I kind of felt bad for Patullo because he put in that position. But you think they would have gave him some help?
yeah, Nagy was actually the head coach of the Bears.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't. I
I
mean, don't
forgot
you?
about that.
I mean, thinking about that. So yeah, one thing I was listening to 610 or not 610. Geez, oh flip. I was listening to 94 WIP this week, and they were talking about why people don't want to take the Eagles job, and one of the things were how they people were egging Patullo's house. They said they don't. That's one of those
Yeah,
things that yeah. That's
yeah,
kind
that
of
was
messed
a
up, to
waste.
be honest. They shouldn't have done that, but
That's a waste of eggs.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, especially
I
egg
like.
prices at that
I
time.
actually. I look at Matt Nagy's resume, and I think he might be one of my favorite candidates so far.
Yeah, yeah,
He's got head coaching experience. He was the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs the last two seasons, and before that, before well, he was with the Eagles.
okay.
Um, he's from Manheim Central High School in Pennsylvania, so I guess he's from the Eagles Philly area.
I thought Mannheim was in
So
PA, but yeah,
he was a coaching intern with the Eagles from 2008 to 2009,
mm,
coach's assistant from 2010, I guess under Andy Reid. So he's been with Andy Reid throughout his career. He's an Andy Reid guy.
yeah.
Uh, Offensive quality control coach from 2011 to 2012, and then he went with after Chip Kelly came in, he went with Reid to the Chiefs and was his quarterbacks coach for a couple seasons, and then was his offensive coordinator for a couple seasons. Then he became head coach for the Bears from 2018 to 2021. I guess they fired him after a few losing seasons. Chicago Bears have always been a mess.
That's
Uh, so then he went right back to Kansas City as a senior assistant and quarterbacks coach in 2022, and then he's been their offensive coordinator for the last 2 years.
so.
So
So he has good experience.
yeah, I don't know why he would leave Kansas City all of a sudden. I don't know the deal with that.
I don't know. Maybe he just wants a new challenge. You know.
Yeah.
We did get a comment, but the
Well,
comment
oh no,
was,
you know what happened? His contract officially ended, and Nagy chose not to renegotiate his contract extension and has a desire to interview to become a head coach within the NFL. So I think if then the Chiefs chose to hire Eric Bieniemy.
yeah,
So I think maybe if he don't get a head coaching job anywhere, I think he could be he'll use the Eagles as a stepping stone.
exactly.
So it'll be more of the same. We'll go through it again.
Well, one
New
comment that we
offensive
did receive,
coordinator.
one of my buddies wants me to visit him down in Florida. So I said I would definitely come visit, especially after tonight when it's supposed to get some snow. But I said, send me the invite, Scottius. Anyway, so um, we just got Nagy would probably be a good choice. I just can't stand that last name.
Nagy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nagy
Well,
sounds like somebody's nagging me.
I knew a couple chicks from Oakcrest. Their last name was Nagy.
Oh,
They were
okay.
sisters. They were athletes. They were hot.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, they were pretty hot cheerleaders.
Very good. Maybe Matt. Who cares?
Yeah.
All right, this is going sideways. Let's talk about something else right now. So, interesting. This whole week, I mean, I know we talked a little bit about our show because of what happened with, watching the college football championship. If you guys did not watch that game, did you watch that championship game or no?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God,
yeah,
you missed the game.
I heard all
Oh
about it.
man, what a fantastic football game that was.
Yeah.
And honestly,
I saw the highlights, and man,
if they don't make
both teams, man.
if they don't make at least a Netflix movie out of that guy, like Signetti's career, my God. Of course, he's Italian too, so that's always makes me happy. But I'm looking at like
I can't even do that on PlayStation. Turn around a college team that fast.
he turned around that team so fast.
It's unreal.
But it's so awesome.
Weren't they ranked like the worst in college football?
They were one of the worst. Yeah, I mean, look, Indiana,
like the worst Division I team at least.
Yeah, from what I hear, which is kind of shocking to me because I didn't think Indiana was that bad. Anyway, to make a long story short, this guy, I love him. You know why I love him? Because all the naysayers of all these other schools, including my alma mater, University of Maryland, okay, that say, oh, you can't build a program there. Oh, you can't build a program there. Oh, you can't do this there. Oh, you can't do that there. That's a bunch of BS, and everybody now has been shown that if you have the right person in charge to run a program, he did it right. And he did it with right way. He did no excuses. He built a program. This is why I love that man. Because he took no for an answer. He didn't say, you know what?
He didn't have to overpay a bunch of kids.
No.
He searched for the right kids. You know what I mean? Like he did it the right way, man. Like he's gonna be an NFL coach, man. He's going.
Listen, here's the deal. I mean, he took like Hamby. I loved Hamby when he played for Maryland. He took Hamby and he moved him to Indiana, and he had a great career there. The guy won a national championship. He did it with kids, huh?
It's hard for a college to have like two, like be good at really good at two sports. Like they either got to dump everything into their basketball program or they got to dump everything into their football program.
Well, Indiana basketball.
The fact that Indiana has now been able to do it with both is pretty astonishing.
Bobby Knight hasn't been coaching for a long time. I mean, let's be honest. But I'm sorry, the same attitude. I mean,
Indiana's a basketball state. Like their kids are born there, like with basketballs in their cribs.
Oh my God! One of my favorite movies of all time was Hoosiers. Great movie.
I love that movie.
That is a great movie. But you know what? What I loved about that guy is he says, you know what? He comes off as being maybe arrogant, but you know what? He could back it up. And you know why? Because his kids play for him. He got the right kids, a system that works.
Oh yeah.
Great facilities. He brought money in. I mean, I'm sorry. You know what? So if I hear anybody that can't win, like that's what I mean. It was such a refreshing thing for me to hear a guy that came into a program that wasn't a winning program, turned him around. Only had 2 losses the first year he was coach, and then the next year he goes undefeated and wins the national championship. My God, I mean that just goes to show you the kind of resilience and the kind of person he is as a coach. And you know what, that kind of guy is rare. But you know what? I love the fact that he took no excuses, and that was just amazing to me. I'm sorry. So,
Yeah, and he got Ollie to throw those underhanded free throws, and Coach Dale, man, what a coach.
but
Coach Norman Dale.
now you went sideways. Now you went to the actually Hoosiers movie. That's how I was talking about. But I did like Coach Norman Dale. I did like that movie. But anyway,
Jimmy
but this
Chitwood.
yeah, Jimmy Chitwood. That's right. You had to
Yeah.
go recruit him, and he was outside of his sister. Like had to talk him into it. Anyway, so
One of the greatest scenes of that movie was like, I'll coach or I'll play,
yeah,
only if Coach Dale stays.
exactly.
That
That
was
was,
a great.
and then
That
he
was
like
great.
measured the court at the end, and he had all the kids like look at it and everything.
Yeah.
So I mean, look, you had a historic program like University of Miami. Back in the '80s and the '90s, you couldn't touch them, and then that they had some resilience the last couple of years. Versus a
Yeah.
program like Indiana. I mean, look, it was just a great story, and I hope for them they continue along that path for their sake because honestly, it was just a great.
So
I mean,
Will Mendoza be in the NFL next season?
yeah, so Mendoza did declare he's going to go, so he's probably going to be a Raider. But it's interesting. Who's connected with the Raiders now?
Who?
I think Brady. Yeah,
Oh yeah, Brady's part owner now or something.
exactly. The fact that Tom Brady's going to be there, that's
Yeah.
amazing. That's good for that kid. That kid,
That's why. That's
that
why
kid's
he said
unreal.
everybody had him like, oh, he's gonna go play for the Broncos and beat
Yeah.
the Patriots.
Well,
I'm
that
like, nah, he'd have to give up his ownership to be able to do that.
that kid's unreal. He really is. I mean,
Mendoza, yeah.
oh, yeah, that one play when he's the fourth and whatever, fourth
What
and
is it? Is
9.
the senior? Is the Senior Bowl coming up soon? Right?
I thought that happened already. That happened a while back, didn't it? Or no?
I'm not sure. Did
I
he
thought
play
the
in the
Senior
Senior
Bowl.
Bowl?
Yeah, no, probably not. I mean, that they usually don't do that because of the implications. A lot of kids are going to the pros and stuff, so no. But my God, fourth and 9, and he runs the way he ran that ball in, and just like that's
No,
just sheer will.
it's January 31st,
Okay, he probably won't play in that.
2026.
He probably won't play in that. I
Um,
can't imagine these kids playing that. I mean, he doesn't need the exposure, and why would he risk getting injured? So, nah, I doubt it.
I'm
A lot
looking
of
at
good,
the.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
A lot of kids don't want to get hurt.
yeah, it's like a huge roster, man. What would they be? Indiana, would they be the East or West?
I'm pretty sure they'd be the East.
Okay.
Could be wrong.
Oh yeah, yeah. Only 2 players from Indiana are playing. It's their wide receiver Elijah Sarrett
Yeah,
and running back Kalon Black.
yeah. So the other
So
guys, yeah, like I said, if you have a chance, if you already know you're going to make it to the NFL, why risk it?
um, the Baylor quarterback is playing
That's cool.
in it. Arkansas's quarterback.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm looking at the East one. Illinois is the quarterback from there. I'm just looking for quarterbacks. Nussmeyer from LSU.
oh yeah,
Uh, I don't see any Maryland players.
yeah, yeah. This year was a little rough for the Terps.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, look. Hopefully next year we'll get some players. We got a 5-star defensive end that's going to
Hey
Maryland next
man,
year.
it it might not keep you from being on a team, man. Don't get down if you're a player that didn't make the Senior Bowl or
No.
didn't get invited to the combine. It's not a death sentence for your NFL career, man. You can get on a spot on a preseason team, man. Just work
I
your ass off.
actually, that's not the only combine, just so you know. I went to one called Pro Scout Combine. Now, it's not the NFL Combine, but
Yeah,
there was one up at Rutgers. Now, this is like years, I'm talking years back. So I went to the Pro Scout Combine, and even that, there was these guys, the kids that came that don't normally get seen. And man, they were great athletes, man. I mean, it was pretty
yeah.
wild, you know.
See, I don't wholly buy into the combine because I still think you have to have a football instinct. Like
Yeah.
Mike Mamula was a combine warrior. I forget that one linebacker, Vernon Golston from the Jets. He was like drafted like seventh overall. He was like a 240-pound, 6'3", jacked with speed, defensive end. Quarterback killer in college. He played for who did he play for? Ohio State, right?
Yeah.
And he was just a bust in the NFL, man.
Well, are you talking about Tony Mandarich?
No, no, Vernon Golston.
Because I say it's Tony Mandarich. If you remember his story,
Oh
came
yeah,
out. He was supposed to be the best offensive line ever to ever play the game.
the Incredible Bulk.
Yeah, exactly. You remember that whole thing, and they put him in
Yeah,
there. He was juiced out of his mind, all that stuff.
I
So, yeah,
I remember Reggie White just using him as a rag doll, man.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Reggie White just
Reggie White
destroyed him, man.
used everybody. He had that hump move, man. He took that one step to
Yeah,
the outside of that club.
he used to
That
just take
was
it out on certain players, though, man. Like
well, yeah.
he'd be like, "The Lord is coming. The Lord is coming."
The way he'd step inside and then
God rest his
take that
soul,
that
man.
outside that outside club. Oh man,
Yeah,
that was something else. That was special. But anyway, let's move on from the Hoosiers and everybody else. I don't think this means anything to me and you, but the 2026 Olympics is coming up. I kind of like tune in and tune out of that. I mean, the United States never really does great in the Winter Olympics. We do okay, but I do watch it every once in a while. I do know
yeah.
what a triple salchow and a triple toe loop is. So when I watch the skaters or speed skating, I actually like the bobsled. Remember the
What is
Sarajevo
what is
bobsled?
what is the one coming up? Is the one? It's in L.A.
No,
Right?
no, this one's the Winter Olympics that's starting on February 6th.
Is
Yep.
boxing part of that one?
No, that's summer. This is winter.
Summer. Uh,
Yeah, this is like they have the
yeah,
uh, uh,
they have basketball, right?
the
Basketball.
bobsled, no summer. That's the Summer Olympics. In this one,
Oh,
they
is
have
it?
yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah, like the bobsled. What was that? That one that looks like shuffleboard.
yeah, curling.
Curling. Yeah, curling's
Yeah,
kind of cool, man.
yeah. I think I could be a curler. I might
I
not
don't
be
know
able to
why.
get down on one knee, but you
I,
go out
I
there.
don't
It's
know
like,
why it's Olympic, but the
yeah,
bobsled is really cool, man.
yeah. Remember the Sarajevo bobsled? Or am I the only one that remembers that at Great Adventure? It was actually a ride that you could ride.
No, I don't remember
It was
that.
like a roller coaster. Anyway, yeah, it was
Remember
big back in
Remember
the 80s.
Herschel Walker tried out for the Olympic team?
Oh yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, he was like a freak athlete, that dude.
Yeah, I mean, Herschel was special, man.
Yeah, he was just people expected him to be like an Eric Dickerson type of running back or something like that. It's just not who he was. You needed to like have him in an offense, like we could move him around.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like he was a great receiver.
yeah, he was.
Coach really did know how to coach offenses. Like
Yeah,
as
he did.
bad as the coach he was a pretty good offensive coordinator.
He just wasn't
Uh,
really good without keeping water off of his chart. Remember that? Coach, like
yeah,
freaking
he was
moron.
bad at and the
I can't. I
players did
can't
not
read my
like him.
chart.
Especially Buddy's guys. As soon as their contracts went up, Buddy's guys got out of there, man. All of them.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. We went from Buddy Ryan to Kotite.
yeah, Like Reggie had gone to Packers. That was awful, man. We tried
Oh, I
replacing him
remember
with
that whole thing. I remember Angelo Cataldi was trying to keep him in Philly. Everybody was, but he was
yeah,
the first one, right? He was the first one to really do that whole free agency thing. At that point, you usually kept your players on your team and stuff like that.
yeah. Keith
So
Jackson was like the first one to go.
yeah, but I'm saying he was the one that really pushed the issue, pushed the envelope on that. Was
Yeah.
Reggie? Yeah. So then after that, it all started.
Well,
All started
the first one. I don't know if you remember. I think it was like 1991. It was the year Randall got hurt.
yeah.
Uh,
And Jerome was still alive at the time, right? 91.
yeah, yeah. Keith Jackson was holding out
Mhm.
because he didn't have a contract,
Yeah.
and there was like him and like five other guys were holding out because free agency wasn't a thing yet. So they went to court over it. So by week 4, I remember we had to start a guy named Mickey Schuler. Do you remember Mickey Schuler?
Oh my
We got him
God.
from the Jets. Anyway, so
Jeez.
Keith Jackson held out, and I remember the headline: Keith Jackson and NFL players win free agency. So that whole time he was holding out, he became a free agent, and then he left for Miami. So
That's
he
right.
was like those 5 players. I forget who else it was, but Keith Jackson was like one of the big names. Uh, those 5 players became the first group of free agents, and then Reggie White followed suit the following season, like when it became like full out for everybody else.
Right.
You know what I mean? Um, but Keith Jackson held out just long enough to win free agency. It sucked for the Eagles
Right.
because he was the first of Buddy's guys to go.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and and Norman Braman was never going to sign him. They was
No.
never going to give him a contract because he Jackson went right on the camera on the news and said, "Our owner is stupid." As soon as he fired Buddy Ryan.
Well, and that's the whole thing. I mean, we got rid of so many players, and
Yeah,
people don't realize it now. Guys like our age or older than us or whatever, they remember the times, the thin times, the bad ownership that we had with the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean,
yeah.
Jeffrey Lurie, man, I'm telling you, he's the best owner that I know that in Philadelphia sports history, as far as I'm concerned.
We went through what the Cowboys are going through now. Like, remember how sparse playoff wins were before the Andy Reid
Yeah,
era?
yeah,
We won like one playoff game. It was against the Saints, I think it was.
yeah,
And then Ray Rhodes had beaten the Lions,
yeah.
but we barely ever won playoff games. So we only won like 2 and then like and over like a 20-year span.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
now, we do
I
well in the
know. The
playoffs, man.
kids
We
are
won a
spoiled. We're
I know.
spoiled. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly, they are
that's
spoiled.
when I went to the Eagles parade in 2017, man. I saw all these kids and young
Yeah,
kids in
yeah,
strollers, kids on their dad's shoulders. I'm like,
yeah.
damn.
That was crazy. I was
I
there
mean,
too, and it was nuts. I had so much fun with my son. We went to go
I'm
saw
like
it.
thinking they did not have to go what we went through, man.
No, they didn't know. I mean, my son, growing up when he did, he got to see the Phillies. He got to see the Eagles. He
Yeah,
didn't get really to get to see the Sixers because he was too young to really remember
yeah,
that.
we went through some bad
And the
Phillies years,
Flyers
man.
too. I mean, before you used to be able to count on the Flyers every year, like in the '80s, the '70s, '80s, '90s. They would always be decent.
Yeah, well,
No, that.
I was a Sixers fan. Sixers were great in the '80s,
Oh my God,
but slowly by like the mid '90s, they were just terrible,
I
man.
know.
They went through like 4 seasons straight where they progressively got worse for
Worse.
like 4 or 5 straight seasons, and
Yeah.
it was an NBA record at the time.
Yep.
Like nobody else ever did that. We went from like I think it was like 41 wins to like
Yeah.
36 to like 24,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
22.
It was bad.
think one year we went like 19. Like it was just we were teetering on the all-time loss record, which was a Sixers record, by the way, from like 1972. I think they only won like 12 games that year.
Yep, I
Like
remember.
we were kind of messing with that record for a while.
Yeah, it was just bad. It was just bad. But let's talk
Yeah,
about we talked about we talked about the Olympics because nobody cared. Not, I don't care about the Olympics, but I do have some trivia. Let's see if you know the answers to this. If anybody's out there, put some. You guys can comment below. So we're doing trivia time. I'm gonna
time for
find the
beat the
trivia.
hammer.
Not to beat the. I'm not. Yeah. Well, you could be the hammer if you want. You could be
Yeah,
whatever you want to be. I'm trying to.
make it challenging for me this time, please.
I'm trying to find a. I'm trying to find a trivia time banner wherever that is. Hold on. Da, 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 da. Do we have a trivia banner? I thought we did.
Yeah, we did.
Maybe we got arrested. We got arrested. That's nice.
It might
Maybe
be on the other studio.
yeah, it might be. Okay, I'll create one request. Trivia time. See if you can see if you know the answer. Okay. All right, trivia time. See if you know the answer. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, we
Do I
ready?
get to play the music in the background while I'm thinking?
Yeah, sure. You can do
All
whatever
right.
you want. That's cool. All right. So this is kind of a tough one. What's the diameter of an official NBA basketball hoop? What is the diameter of an official NBA basketball?
Isn't it 33 inches? 30 inches? Is that
No,
close?
18 inches.
I was gonna say 18.
Yeah,
I
you
swear I was gonna
lie.
say
You
18.
lie like a rug.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna be like that. All right, go ahead.
Okay, here comes question number
I want
2.
some more history one. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay. Well, all right. This one's actually pretty easy.
who the hell knows the diameter of a basketball rim? I just know how to throw the basketball in the rim,
I have
baby.
all the answers, so you know. All right. How often are the Olympics held?
Every 4 years.
Yay! I knew you were going to get that one.
Yeah.
Okay. What is a turkey in bowling?
A turkey is 3 strikes in a row.
Oh, there you go. You're currently 2-1 right now.
I hold a 190 average.
Oh man, I hold
I
a
held.
negative 190 average.
I held a 190 average. I was a very good bowler. All my
Oh,
trophies back here are bowling trophies. Yep, these are
nice.
bowling trophies. Yeah,
I have
bowling
it.
championship plaques, league plaques.
I did something called Neander bowling.
Yeah,
So I got like the lightest ball and see how fast I could throw it down the lane.
I had a high game of a season one year. I had 275. My highest all
Wow.
time is like 289.
Well, I know I'm picking as a partner for we go bowling. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I got to get my ball re-drilled. My nephew gave me a bowling ball. I have my bowling shoes still. I
Wow.
just got to get my bowling ball re-drilled. I can't
Yeah,
use
I
those
watched
house balls. I refuse to use those house balls. They're
That's all
made
I
out of
do. I get the
plastic.
house shoes, the house ball. I'm out
Oh
there.
goodness.
I even get the little thing with the dinosaur thing that you push over the kid. You know,
Oh, seriously, dude. You
not
seem like I thought you were like the bowling type.
even though I look like Fred Flintstone. No,
Yeah.
the answer is
Well,
no.
I tell you what, you keep eating healthy.
Yeah,
You keep losing weight.
yeah.
We'll go bowling, man.
That's it.
We'll go
22
bowling.
pounds so far. That's
Yeah,
not
keep
bad.
it going, man. Keep it going, dude.
Look, before the end of the show, I'm going to wither away to nothing. All right, so the next one.
Yeah, it's your new lifestyle.
That's it. Name
My
the
lifestyle.
name the two national summer and winter sports of Canada. The two national summer and winter sports of Canada.
It would be
It's
hockey
Yeah,
and
hockey be winter, obviously.
the summer one.
The summer one.
I don't know what they
Dun,
do up
dun,
there.
dun.
Baseball,
Nope, it's played both in Canada and the United States.
basketball.
Nope. You're not thinking like traditional Native American where it came from.
Polo.
No.
I have no idea. I'm being stumped today. Like I really am. I feel
All
like
right,
I
I'll give
keep
you a hint.
questions.
The Philadelphia Wings were what kind of team?
Lacrosse.
There you go. So it was the summer lacrosse, and
Really?
the lacrosse is big up there. Yep.
I did not know that.
Yep. All right.
It's not
So
big enough in the United States, to be honest.
Maryland
Because
almost won the
Philadelphia.
national championship last year, but they
Yeah.
lost.
Did you get big crowds? I don't recall the wing. I know the Wings have been around forever.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. I don't know why it's not because actually it's fast. It's a lot of fun. Actually,
Yeah.
lacrosse game. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Do they score a lot in those games,
They
or are they
can.
like,
They
or are they
can.
like soccer?
No, they score more. And there's a lot. The motion, the speed of the ball. It's kind of like hockey, to be honest with you. Very similar.
Yeah. Yeah. I like hockey.
Yeah. So, but
I
it's
like
not.
I like watching it and playing, not playing it. I don't know.
All
I
right.
don't get into it. No.
Here's
But go
some
ahead.
NFL trivia. Ready to go?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll do the speed round. Who was the all-time leading passer in NFL history?
What? Like passer rating?
No, the leading passer in
Like
NFL history.
yards wise?
Yeah, I guess it's yards.
Wouldn't it be Drew Brees?
Nope.
Peyton Manning?
Nope.
Brett Favre?
Nope.
Tom Brady?
Yep. There you go. Tom Brady. All right. Which NFL team has the most regular season all time wins?
Most regular season all time wins. The Packers?
Yep. You got that one right.
Damn
All right.
them Packers.
Completed the only undefeated season in the Super Bowl era.
The Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, 1972 Miami Dolphins.
Patriots almost did it.
Yeah.
So they choked against the Giants.
Almost only counts on horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yep. That was a good team, man. I'll tell you what about that team. Why they lost to the Giants? Because they were killing teams all season until they played the Eagles. And Jim Johnson came up with such a scheme to be able to stop Randy Moss. And he gave the blueprint on how to beat the Patriots. I mean, we ended up losing because I think A.J. Feely had thrown an interception. That Asante Samuel returned for a touchdown.
Yeah.
We almost put a blemish on. We were like one of the closest teams to put a blemish on that Patriots team that season, and teams teams got a lot closer to beating them after that because we had the blueprint. They started, doubling up on Randy Moss and leaving a safety over on Randy Moss's side, and blitz. They were using like all of his exotic blitzes and everything.
Yeah.
He was one of my favorite coordinators of all time, Jim Johnson.
Yeah, he definitely was. I mean,
yeah, I thought that was a perfect opportunity to give a shout out to Jim Johnson.
Shout out to Jim Johnson.
Yeah, we miss you.
We do. God bless you.
Yeah, we got Fangio now, though.
I love Fangio.
Me too.
All right. Which NFL team is publicly owned and nonprofit?
The Packers.
Right. And which two teams are
Lumpy's part owner of the Packers.
He is?
Isn't he? I'm pretty sure he said that. He has ownership stake in the Packers.
I just think he ate a steak somewhere near in Green.
I don't know. I think he owns it. He has stakes in the Packers. I'm pretty sure he knows somebody that either he knows somebody that did or he does.
Our next straight shooter show, I'll ask him that. Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
is it true?
Is it true that you own stake in the Packers?
You can't handle the truth.
Hey, you probably can't. Anyway, which two teams are tied for most Super Bowl wins?
That would be the Patriots and the Steelers.
Yeah. But you can't say Steelers. It's now the Stellars.
Stellars?
The Stellars. I'm from Pittsburgh. That's how they talk out there. They go
Pittsburgh.
downtown to watch the Stellars. If you ever ask a person from Pittsburgh to say downtown, they'll say downtown. It's the weirdest
Downtown.
thing. I want to go downtown to watch the Stellars down there downtown. It's kind of
Is
like
that the
talking to a
way?
dude from the Northeast. Yo, I'm going to get me a hoagie on Thursday as I'm watching the Philadelphia Eagles and having a good time. You know what I mean?
Is that the way Kenny Pickett talked?
No, he's not from Pittsburgh, is he?
Yeah, he played for University of Pittsburgh and
Yeah,
everything.
but doesn't I thought he was from
And
Philly.
no,
He's from South Jersey.
Kenny Pickett.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's from
he was
like
from
Western
here. That was like the whole
Philadelphia.
thing. That was the whole thing. That he was from this area.
I'm looking it up right now.
Look it up right now. I'm telling you, staff. Anybody out there who knows the answer, but I'm telling you, he was from here. Pickett was from here. That was like a thing.
Ocean Township, New Jersey.
Yeah, Ocean Township, right? So he was from like to say he grew up an Eagles fan.
Okay.
So he didn't.
But you don't think 4 years in Pittsburgh where you could develop and be drafted by Pittsburgh
I think you know
after
what?
very young formative years?
Nah. Even though it was kind of funny, I went to when we met Beal on the other show. When I was with him and my roommate Winey, they were from Western Maryland out near West Virginia. I started picking up on that accent. And it was weird. I came home talking like I'm my roommate, blah, 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 blah. It's just weird. They were like, where are you from? I'm from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You know what I mean?
You know what? He actually had committed to Temple University, but changed his commitment to the University of Pittsburgh. You know what? Pickett always looked like a stoner to me.
Well,
Yeah. He looked like the stoner type to me.
It's like, yo, I'm from Ocean Township. Nah, I'll just tell you.
He's a cool dude, though. I like Kenny.
I like Pickett.
I
had no problem with him.
Yeah, he had a cool mullet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with a mullet.
No.
I wish I could grow a mullet. I can't grow a mullet.
You get away with it.
Yeah.
All good.
That would be good.
Like Theo Vaughn.
There you go, man. So, all right, Flyin Hawaiian. This was our great first show on the Flyin Big Show. I hope you guys enjoyed it tonight. A special Saturday edition. Yeah, I enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll bring back the gong, some trivia, bring somebody on. If anybody wants to be on with me and the Flyin Hawaiian on the Flyin Big Show, give us a call.
I don't have money, but what I do
give us a shout out.
It's a very particular set of skills. Skills that I have acquired.
Was that from Fast Times at Ridgetown High?
No, Taken.
I was thinking of Fast Times.
Liam Neeson. I have a very particular set of skills.
Oh, that's right. Did you remember Fast Times at Ridgemount High when he smashes Jefferson car?
Yo, oh yeah.
My dad's a TV repairman.
I got the ultimate set of tools.
I got the ultimate set of tools. I'll tell you what, Sean Penn's such a great actor. I love that movie so much. It was
Forrest Whitaker was a football player.
Oh yeah.
His little brother.
Hey Jefferson, I really like that car. I really like to mess with it. He's like, don't with it. Yeah.
And then he destroyed like the other football team.
It. Oh yeah, he jumps over the thing. It was awesome. What a great.
Yeah, he broke the quarterback's spine.
They don't make movies like that anymore. Fantastic movie. Fantastic movie. Anyway, all right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We're gonna come back at you guys again. Probably on Monday night we'll run this again. And
Phoebe Cates.
Phoebe. Oh, anyway, Flyin Big Show. Check us out Monday night. We'll be back on with me and the Flyin Hawaiian. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself, and don't forget to check us out on StraightShooterSports.com. Register for our exclusive mailing list. You can go right on there and send your email, and we'll be able to send you guys out some information about what we're doing with Straight Shooter Sports. And also check us out on our YouTube channel. Man, we got a lot going on, but we're really enjoying this, and I hope you guys have a great night. Flyin?
Yep.
All right. Have a great night, guys.